Hey ladies, welcome back to my channel. So today we're talking about the eyeshadow palette that I can never keep in stock. Are you ready? Let's get this beauty started. All right, ladies, this is our last eyeshadow that has been reformulated in the collection of 5. This is called Lay Bottled Blonde. You might have known it formerly as Bottled Blonde, but we have upgraded it. It's talc-free, gluten-free, cruelty-free. I mean, these are so beautiful. They're made in Italy. I really am very proud of them. I'm proud of the little molds that we made in this compact because I could not find what I wanted. So of course I had to create what I really wanted. So I have the 2 little brushes that I took out of this compact that come with it. So you have 2 little brushes that are going to be amazing. If you just grab the palette and go, you don't have to have all of your other brushes. You'll still be able to apply. And I did do one of my videos using these brushes. So they are actual useful brushes that you can apply makeup with. So we're going to do the Lay Bottled Blonde. It is so gorgeous. It is your everyday. This was a real risk with my mom because she was always wearing matte, gray, just dull colors. And I said, let's liven it up. Let's do something different. It is more of a taupey. It's very natural. It's, again, crossing barriers with her because she's very fair and white hair and blue eyes. But I said, you know what? I'm going to do it. I don't really care. I want to see if it looks good. I don't want to be like, oh no, you can't wear it because you have blue eyes and you have white hair and you're fair. Like, no. We're going to see what it looks like. And it looked so fresh and natural and pretty. And it just really made her eyes sparkle. And that's what I wanted. So you know what? I'm all about experimenting. I'm all about playing with makeup, not saying, oh, that's not going to look good, but yet you don't know because you haven't worn it. You haven't tried it. I say, ladies, push yourselves out of your comfort zone. It's time to do that. So I already prepped my skin. I used 3 different products from Romero. I used the Lifting Firming Serum. It has a whole massage protocol that goes with this. It's amazing because I need to exercise the skin. I got to get that blood flow. I need to treat my skin. I'm not going to just put stuff on my skin and then call it a day. I'm actually going to really work in the product, get my blood circulating. I use my gua sha. Also, it's stainless steel. You can throw it across the room. It's never going to break. It is the best thing ever. I've broken so many jade stones, hence why I made this affordable and I made it stainless steel. Comes in a beautiful gift box. And then I use the La Mer, the Eye Balm Intense, which comes with this silver little ball, nice treatment around the eyes. And then I topped it off with my Creme de la Mer, which is my holy grail product that I love pressing into my skin. And my skin looks so nice, so just ready, hydrated, and prepped for the makeup tutorial. Always start with my eye primer. This is going to neutralize out your eyes. This is going to take away all that darkness. You can see already that it is neutralizing out my eye, go into the inner corner, and you are just giving a nice veil of coverage. This is not heavy. You don't put on a ton. You put on a ton and it's going to go everywhere and it's going to be too much for you. You basically swirl your finger in as long as you want to, depending on your skin type. See this darkness? It's going to be erased right away. And then you just tap on and you spread it across inner corner to out to the brow bone. And there you go. You have a nice, beautiful prepped eyelid. I did find a new product from Embryolisse. This is a French company that has that beautiful healing cream that I use also. I will link it below, but this comes in this little baby. It is a refreshing eye stick. It is so cool on the eyes. I was like, I've been looking for you my entire life. It is cooling. It is so hydrating. And I like it as like a little treatment before I put on my face primer. Going in with my Fiercely Smooth. This has been an upgraded formula. It is clean now. It is fragrance free. This is a beautiful radiance hydrating primer. The face primer is different than your moisturizer. You need to prep your skin before you put on your face primer. It does a completely different job. This is to have your makeup look smooth and long lasting during the day. It is to prep your skin. So you want to moisturize. You don't want to just put the face primer on naked skin. You want to put on your moisturizer, your sunscreen, whatever you do, and then you put on your face primer. We're going to take the Lay Bottled Blonde. I'm going to go in with the middle color here, and I'm going to take my eyeshadow brush, and I'm just going to go from, I always start in the center. That's how I do it. You can start any way you want. I start in the center, I bring it down to the inner corner, and then I bring it out to the outer corner. I will go up just right to the crease. I don't go higher than that. but you can see how nice, how natural, and really it doesn't take a lot to get this beautiful color. Eyelid shadow is on. I'm going to just flip the brush around and I'm going in with the first color here. What's really nice about these eyeshadows is that you can use the first color as an all over, do mascara and call it a day, or do the first two colors, put a little liner on, call it a day, and be out the door. It just depends. You have a lot of range. You can use one colors or you can use three, but it's not overwhelming where you have 12 to 15 to 20 in one palette and you're really only using three. That's why I've always stuck with three. I feel like it's very approachable. I feel like it's usable and you're not wasting colors. I'm going to go into the deepest color here, which is your third color, and I'm going to take my tapered blending brush and I'm going to just go to the ends. I just want to make a little definition. You can build it up as much as you want. You can take it out if you want to. I don't have anything under my eye as in concealer or foundation or BB cream. So if I make a mistake, if I go too far, don't worry because you're going to be cleaning up. So I like to just go in a little bit here. It's a beautiful day look. This can be built up for evening if you want to. Then from here, don't worry if it's not too blended or what have you. I'm going to go in with my eyeshadow blending brush and then I just make sure that everything is nicely blended. So this is an empowering collection. I want you to feel a lot of women are like, oh, I can't decide. They really look very similar. On screen they do, but they're very different. And that's why when we start getting into Fierce Aging, you'll see that more on the ladies. You can see this on me now that I've done all five, but it's an empowering collection, but it is approachable. It is not over the top. It's not too dark. It's not too crazy colors. I wanted you to feel that you could fit into these palettes, whether it's plums, whether it's the more neutrals, whether it's the pinks. I wanted you to feel good. And these are our most popular palettes that we've had. So that made sense. Taking my Lancome eye makeup remover. It is waterproof. So this takes off waterproof makeup, which is perfect. I'm going to take my Shiseido cotton. I just do like 2 little dabs here, wrap the cotton around my finger, and then I just go straight up here at the end. See how I crisp up? So at the end of the eye, straight up, I'm taking off any of that eyeshadow that might have fallen down, and I get that really nice crisp look here. You don't have to do tape and all that other stuff. If you want to, you go ahead and do it. I always have to make these little caveats to make sure that if you're doing something different, it doesn't mean it's wrong. I'm just letting you know, if you want to simplify and not have to put tape and get that crisp line, you can do the same thing by doing it with the cotton round, just like this, or the cotton square, and going straight up. Now it's nice and clean. It goes straight up. You're not bringing the eye down. You're lifting the eye. Curling our lashes. You want your lashes to be up prior to putting on your eyeliner. Lashes are up, makes a huge difference. Going in with our waterproof dark chocolate, one of my favorites. I don't love black on mature women. I don't love black on myself. Navy, charcoal, plum, it's just amazing. It really just gives you that definition, but doesn't look harsh. If you love black eyeliner, you do a black eyeliner all day long. But I feel that you're getting the intensity, but you're not getting the heaviness, and it's not aging you. And I feel like it's much more forgiving, and I feel like it's very elegant and very polished. So what I'm going to do is I like to start at the end here, kind of get my bearings, where I take the last lash of my eye and I go straight up. That's kind of where my little guide is because I want to lift my eye. Again, I'm not going from the inner corner, dragging it across and coming down too heavy. You can totally change the shape of your eye, and sometimes it doesn't look fabulous to do that. I don't like it when my eyes look really rounded. That's why I don't line them like that. So the most I'll come in is in the middle. I'll taper down a little bit, but this is really in the lash line. I don't want to take up all that real estate of an eyeliner because I want to define the eye. So I go in very, very close. I'm not on the water line. It's not a tight line. I'm in the lash line. I'm going to the end. I'll stop and then I'll lift up. Hopefully this won't focus in on my compact. So let's see how close I can get, but I'm going to just take it out a little bit and give it just an extension here. I'm going to bring it out. The majority of the eyeliner will be right at the end of my eye going up. And if you feel like you have too much, don't worry. Go back with your smudge brush. This is my short smudge brush. It's like a little eraser brush. And I just drag it and I just smoke it up and make it really nice and soft. If you feel that when you took the cotton, it went up a little bit too high with your eyeshadow, taking it off, just fill in a little bit more once you have your eyeliner on. And you can go underneath if you want to. I like to sometimes just give it a tiny bit of that level. So you're basically balancing it out, smudge it with your finger just right there at the end. So you do have that nice balance, or you don't have to do a liner on the bottom if you don't want to. What's really nice with a look like this is that you can put a beige or nude eyeliner in the waterline. I find that my eyes sometimes are red, or the line, inner waterline is red. I have the Dior beige that I'm going to go right in that inner waterline. Sometimes it's a little hard with one hand here, but I'm going to go right in this waterline here. So what I'm doing is I'm neutralizing out the redness in that waterline. I'm also opening up the eye. So you can see when you put the beige in the inner waterline here, it is giving it that lightness. So it's not looking like that red darkness and not opening up the eye. You can use white also. I do find it to be a little bit more stark. I don't think it looks natural. That's why I always tend to go with a beige eyeliner. So you can tell the difference here. I have the beige waterline lined with the pencil, and then over here I don't. So it's just going to give you a pop. It's something to think about. If you do the opposite, if you took the dark chocolate and lined the inner waterline there, it's going to close down the eye. It's going to be sexier. It's going to be more evening. It's going to be wedding, etc. So if you're wanting to open up the eye, if you feel like you have small eyes or they're red, or you want them to look a little bit more vibrant and, you know, just kind of really open, then you're going to use the beige eyeliner. Just finished the beige eyeliner on the inner waterline. Looks interesting. It's going to take you for a little spin when you first do it. You're like, wait, what's happening? That looks really weird. It will settle in. So give it some time. By the time you finish your eye makeup, you're going to be like, wait, I don't even know it's there. So we're going to go in now with our mascara. We're going to be using our Volume Up. This is my mascara that I absolutely love. I wanted you to have the most beautiful wand ever. I worked with engineers in the formula to get it just perfect. It's going to grab every single baby hair as we mature. Lashes like to disappear or get really short or do really fun things, but we're going to grab each one of them. So I like to go to the base of my lashes, get the wand there, wiggle back and forth. It's basically front loading. You're putting the most of the mascara at the base of the lashes. You don't want to be top heavy and put it all at the top. You want to go to the base, which will also give you a nice line. It's going to give it that look of an eyeliner also, but you're just going to the base just like this and bringing up. You'll see too, it's like a comb. You see that it almost grabs, when I first put it on, it grabs my lashes. You can really wing it out. Since I did that line over there, you can accentuate that if you want to. Just really enjoy putting your mascara on. Don't be hasty and rush and try to do it as fast as possible. This brush will not accommodate that. It's not going to be one of those big fluffy ones that just rolls over your lashes and doesn't deposit mascara. You want to intentionally go to the base, wiggle back and forth, almost like blink down, and you're going to see those baby lashes come to life. We have the eyes done. Such a fun part to do the eyes, but I always find that the skin is even more exciting. So we're going to perfect the skin, and we're going to start off with doing a little color corrector. This is something, as I've been aging, I always do, because it helps make my concealer look perfect. I want to have that really nice bright under eye, and I get that by using a color corrector. So I'm going to be using my Just Peachy. I sometimes can get away with just using Just Peachy as my concealer. It just depends, but I bring it down. You can see where I'm really targeting this area here, this here. I see this pigmentation, it's brown. Sometimes I have blues, especially up in this area. So that's what you really want to concentrate on. You don't need a ton. And I have used brushes to work it in. I sometimes just go old school and press it into the skin. I like the heat of my hand warming up the product and really just getting it to be one skin. So you'll see the difference when I do this, how it's just lightening up this area here. You can do it on an application level, whatever works for you. You don't have to bring it down like I do, but that works for what I'm working with. So this needs to be lifted, because when I put my concealer on after, it doesn't have to work that hard. You're not going to see anything through. It's not going to get all muddy and turn into a different color. Color corrector is on. We're going to go right into BB cream. This is coming out in September, October. I'm going to be using my foundation buffing brush, and I'm going to just work this into the skin, just going up to where I put the color corrector. The BB cream is on, looking gorgeous. I love this Late Bottled Blonde. It's like the no-brainer, and that's why it's like my go-to. I don't feel like I could ever go wrong with it. Moisturizing my lips with just a little rose balm before I go into lips in a second. I think a really beautiful cream cheek would be Palm Beach. I had showed recently that we are coming out with 2 different blush sticks. One is called St. Bart's, which is going to be a nice petally pink, and this one is called Palm Beach, which is like our original. It's more of an apricot. So I'm going to put right here on my cheeks, and I'm going to work it in. This is a really beautiful cream cheek for a mature woman because it's going to sink into the skin, give you that dewiness, that radiance, and just enough color. So it's not going to look chalky. It's going to look like this is coming through your skin. And that's what I really wanted. So it was really a challenge because I tested so many different formulations from multiple different labs all over the world. And I didn't like that stickiness. I didn't want it to be sticky and feel like it never set up. And you felt like, oh, if something touched my face during the day, it's going to streak it or it's going to remove it. I wanted it to really just set up and be like silky smooth, but yet dewy still, not sticky. So that's what I created. I think it would be nice to take a little creme brulee, my bronzer hybrid. This is going to be very forgiving, especially for mature skin, because the bronzer is cut with the cream. So you can swirl this on. I'm going to just use my blush brush. It's angled. I'm going to just swirl it and give that really nice kind of healthy glow. So I can go right over my blush that I did right there, overlapping it. I can come up here, go down again. Now, the key here, if you don't know, when it comes to bronzer, because it gets a little intimidating, I know that you could overdo it. And it's not yellow and it's not orange, what have you. I know that you run into a problem with that because I've listened to you when you've come into my studio and have told me that that's really what keeps you from actually wanting to put bronzer on because it just looks so unnatural. So what you can do is where the sun would really hit you at the top of your forehead, you coming down underneath your cheekbone and then on your jawline. It's a backwards 3. So if you just remember that, you do the backwards 3, that's going to hit those points where you would put the bronzer. Again, it's color theory. So where you put a darker color, it's going to recede. Just like with our darker color we did here as a contour, it's going to recede back. It's going to be a little bit more dramatic. If you want something to be highlighted, like the top of your cheeks, that's when you put a highlighter because you want it to stand out. So with the bronzer, you're going to do the 3 or the backwards 3, or you can just go right here in that, right where the top of your ear is another great way to know where you put your bronzer. So the top of your ear straight down is where you're going to go. You know, I'm going to take a little Nikita Banana. This is my brightening powder. I'm going to just take it. It's just a nice veil of setting. I'm going to just set underneath my eyes, my T-zone. This is what I like to do here. Before I get into my classic combo of my waterproof Cameo lip liner and my Nick Ray lipstick, which are just so perfect together, I'm going to show you a new product that is coming out. It was supposed to be September. It could still be. Again, things change on the daily. So this is my eye brightener. This is a touch-up veil. This is for when you want to have a little bit more of that brightness underneath the eyes. Sometimes I can get away with this also for concealer. It just depends on the day. You can highlight the top of your cheeks. You can use this multiple different ways. So I'm going to show you. It's in its new packaging. You'll love it. It's so beautiful. I know it's very silvery. It's like a little silver bullet, but this is going to be one of your favorite products. I know it has been. I reformulated it to be clean and to be really just a beautiful brightness. So this is how you would use it. This is how I'm going to use it today because I feel that just in this little area here, I still saw a little bit more blue. I'm going to use my concealer lip brush. It's a dual brush. So you have concealer on one side and you have a lip brush that just pulls right out. And you can use this with darker colors if you want to be more precise. So I'm going to take the end of this and I'm going to just work in the eye brightener. I think I need it a little bit more so you can actually see this color. So anywhere that I feel that I saw that blue, I'm going to just put on and blend in. So there I have a little bit more brightness. Now again, I did powder with the Nikita Banana. I wouldn't have done that until I did my eye brightener. I kind of got a little ahead of myself, but I think that it just gives that little bit of extra, a little bit of color correcting. So now we're going to go right into our lips using Cameo. Cameo lip liner is on. Again, you can use this as a lipstick if you want to fill in your whole lip. And then I'm going in with my Nikol. This is actually one of our most popular lipsticks. And it's just like the lip color. It's like your lip color is just a no-brainer. For me, it's like, okay, you know what? Lay Bottle Blonde, Nikol Cameo. I know the whole little drill. I actually put it on TikTok and said it was like the Nikol effect because it's just so natural and so beautiful. You can take a little champs if you want to. This is something that I like to do. It'll change the color a little bit. It's going to make it a little bit brighter. You can do the whole lip or just in the center like I like to. And then this is like your everyday look. I will do a little bit of my brows using Brownie. Brows are shaped and filled in just a tad. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my hair down. But before I do, I'm going to just take this bed head. I don't really love this metal case. I find it to be hard to put the top back on, but you push from the bottom and it comes up a little bit, kind of like a deodorant, if you will. But this is, if you want to put your hair back in a ponytail, you have all those stragglies or you have gray hair like I do, and you see this right now, we're going through part of our state has a hurricane. So we're getting very, very, very humid weather and my hair is definitely reacting. So this is a really great way to smooth down without putting a ton of hairspray on your hair. But I can also rub it in my palms like this and go through my hair. So I don't have to have a ton of it on. I don't really love matting down my hair with product. So I thought this is actually really interesting. Granted, wash your hands right after, but it just gives you that control and it gives you less product because you're not putting on like a lot of gel or a lot of, mousse or hairspray or just anything that's going to really weigh it down. I found that this is like the best. This is like the best way. I feel like I'm like cheating on like putting so much product in my hair, but I love it. It just really gives you that taming, especially if you are doing a nice bun. I can't do that kind of stuff. If you're pulling your hair back and you're making it really just like slick and beautiful, you don't want to spray it down so much. Then it looks like it's like crunchy and it's hard. Just use something like this bed head, this pomade, and it really just holds. As you can see, I hardly put any in. And then like this is all tamed. I don't have all that frizzies. It's so beautiful. So this is the look. This is the final eyeshadow palette in the collection. We've done everyone now. So now you've seen them on me. You're going to now start seeing them on all the ladies that are going to be featured on my Fierce Aging series. It's going to be so much fun. I'm very, very excited about them. I hope you enjoy the combos. I hope you enjoy just everything coming together. It's really, really exciting. So ladies, let me know. Do you like this Lay Bottle Blonde? Do you like a natural look? Do you like matching your lipstick into this whole kind of like feel, not so much monochromatic, but just something that's like very approachable and you can feel very comfortable in? Let me know in the comments below. And until my next video, I'll see you later.